Hi YouTubers, this is VEDA 30 and I have some special things for y'all today. So I'm going to have to break them up into possibly 2 or 3 parts depending on how long the video is. I am trying the old Canon camera that my mother got, I want to say in 2001, because my Insignia has been acting up lately and I've pretty much done nothing but the webcam on the netbook. So I want to try something different for a change, and I will change my setting to the living room in just a minute. Okay, here's a nice living room. Here's the rocking chair. My mother uses it more than the rest of us in the house. The boom box, and the nice TV. We've had this TV since I was about 5 or 6. Easter basket still there after a week. Wow. My sister is obviously, she's the youngest of us 4 and is only a teenager. Very nice picture of we went on a cruise this past June. Yes, when my hair was still growing out. Picture of my sister in her mermaid costume. She was like 2nd grade. All the nice pictures if we were younger. I'll take a little closer look. So I was 11 days old here, my sister newborn, my brothers as babies, and it's cousin Jenna over there from she was like, I don't know, 2 or 3. One of my brothers, then my sister, a nice mermaid outfit, and then my brother, I know they're both the little one when he was just a baby. And obviously my sister up here in these photos, she was I think 3 or 4 in this one. Okay, not 5 or 6, sorry about that. My sister was a baby, she was about 5 in this picture. And then here's the nice couch. The remote is there. However, and then some more photos. Right there. Okay, one of the topics for today is going to be Chicken Soup for the Soul. I got into these books when I was about 14. The Kids Soul one I had at 12. I think we still have a copy. I have several, for instance. Chicken Soup for the Teenage Soul 3. I still have this book. I won't go into this one too much, but the Chicken Soup for the Girl Soul, get the idea. And here's the Real Deal, the challenges. This one here is stories about disses, loss, message, stresses, and more. I'm not going to go into all the stories of Chicken Soup because, you know, some can be depressing. But I got into these books as a teenager because, like a lot of us, we go through rough times in our lives with many different various issues. And Chicken Soup for the Soul was one of my ways of coping with the problems in life, helping my perspective, helping me realize that I have it better than some people, but some people have it better than me, or vice versa, you know, where, you know, some people always have things worse than me versus some, you know, I'll have it worse than. So putting it along those lines. I will be back in just a second with another book that I'd like to show you in relevance. Okay, the other special part that I want to talk to you about with Chicken Soup for the Soul is a special keepsake my mother gave me. I was 18, and she had people write special memories for me, some advice in life, anything they can give me about being a teacher, and I'm going to show you a couple of things. I'm actually going to show you from Lisa. Let me just, there you go, you can really see it. And I am going to talk about a few of the letters, but I'm not going to go into all of them because it will take too long. So with Lisa, I'm going to read a paragraph about October 3rd of 2003. Remember when we went to see secondhand lions, and afterwards talking until the sun went down and not even realizing that hours had passed until my mom's cell phone went rattling off in her pocket. That was the best all time, and I'll never forget. That was one of the sweetest things ever written to me, because even though I've known Lisa since I want to say I was in 2nd grade and she was in 1st. I don't remember specifically the date, but somewhere along those lines. Okay, she said she was in 1st grade, so it must have made 2nd for me. And of course we became friends, as we had hoped. And one of my teachers, who I had for summer school back in 1996, that was before my sister came along, and he has a Renaissance class, and he talked about how I would attend classes at church, and then my dad would pick me up and bring me to summer school. And one of the things he mentioned was one day she walked in wearing only one shoe. I asked her where her other shoe was, and she told me that her dad had picked her up on his motorcycle, and somewhere along the way her shoe fell off. She was a bit upset about it, but after talking with her, she saw a little humor in the situation. That was another special memory that I wanted to talk about. I'll get into a couple more, and that probably be it. My Aunt Leanne wrote this part. There are many fond memories that I have of you over the past 18 years, but one that stands out is when I first saw you as a baby. I was 13 and very excited for you to arrive, since you would be my first niece as an aunt. I stayed with your mom much of the summer of 1986, and when you came home, you were like a little doll. You were my first special niece, and I'll always remember that. And of course, people talked about brilliant minds, remembering dates. 1st grade teacher wrote about my interest in learning, and how I talked about wanting to be a teacher one day. And Catherine, who now lives in Round Rock, who I've known since 8th grade, she talked about remembering birthdays of every boy and girl in my pre-K classroom from when I was about 4 or 5. And she said she knew right then what an exceptional little girl I was. As you can see, chicken soup for the soul is a very wonderful topic, but it can also be pretty tough. A couple more books I will show you is The Real Deal, Friends, Best, Worst, Old, New, True, False, and more. And a couple of things like the friendships and the family matters. They are also some topics in this book here that I mentioned earlier. I really do apologize. Apparently I was embarrassed, so forgive me. And the one for the dog lover soul, different types of breeds of dogs, and one of the family, celebrating the bond, on courage, you name it. And the chicken soup was special that I wanted to do for VEDA 30, and I'm sorry, I probably look like I'm tired. And I have my glasses on. Sometimes I don't wear makeup, so I'm kind of embarrassed about that, but just forgive me on that. And the camera that I'm using right now will not clip more than 3 minutes at a time. I do apologize. I don't know why. And the batteries always says it's on low every time when you set in, so please forgive me on that. And I will mention something in another video, so see you in just a few minutes.